During the week of the Feast of Mary Magdalene, we visited the shores of the Sea of Galilee in search of the remains of the city where Jesus' disciple lived. The first excavations in Magdala on land purchased by the Custody of the Holy Land began in November 1971, led by Brother Virgilio Corbo and Brother Stanislaus Loffreda. Excavations continued in subsequent years through the efforts of the Studium Biblicum Franciscanum.
I primi scavi sono stati fatti da padre Corbo e Loffreda negli anni 70. Hanno scoperto.
The first excavations were done by Father Corbo in the 1970s. Part of the city, and especially the square, was discovered. The bulk of the excavations was done between 2006 and 2012. A series of excavations, directed by Stefano De Luca for the Custody of the Holy Land, uncovered ruins that can still be seen today. Most importantly, they unearthed a harbour from the city of Magdala dating back to Roman times. This is a very important find that defines very well the importance of this city in the region, economically and also militarily.
Che definisce molto bene l'importanza di questa città nella regione, importanza strategica dal punto di vista economico e anche militare.
In 2008, the discovery of the thermal pools also returned valuable lots of ceramic pottery, perfume jars and jewellery. Among the most important findings were the discovery of the Byzantine monastery and the buildings of the Roman city.
Abbiamo adesso ripreso con questa campagna di quest'anno il lavoro.
With this year's campaign, we have resumed the work here in Magdala to try to reconstruct, or rather understand, the various phases of the city, how the city evolved over time, starting from the late Hellenistic period up to the Islamic period.
Ad arrivare all'epoca islamica.
For Dr. Katia Citrin Silverman of the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, a specialist in the Islamic and medieval periods, it is interesting to see what happened to Christian sites during Islamic rule. And she also has a theory about the development of the sugar industry in the region.
12º e 13º do desenvolvimento da indústria.
The 12th and 13th centuries are periods of development of the sugar industry. When people talk about sugar, they think of South America, they think of Brazil. But actually, the whole history of sugar started here. And Magdala may also have a part in the puzzle of the sugar industry in this region.
Uma parte desse quebra-cabeça da indústria açucareira da região.
There have been many changes on the lakeshore in recent decades. In the area of the Legionnaires of Christ, adjacent to the Franciscan sites, excavations have unearthed an ancient synagogue and a bas-relief with a very ancient depiction of the menorah. Today, 2 friars from the Custody of the Holy Land guard the archaeological site along with volunteers and serve at shrines near Magdala. I think that for volunteers, the experience of participating in excavations at an important site like in Magdala is definitely special, both as a personal experience and as a possibility for study that can serve in other archaeological areas. By a design of Providence, the first day we came here to dig was right on the feast day of Mary Magdalene. We might have touched some stones from her time. It was very nice and a very joyful experience to be together and participate in the excavations. The excavations at Magdala have the great merit of contributing to our understanding of life around the Sea of Galilee at the time of Jesus. And they also bring us extraordinarily close to the figure of Mary, Jesus' disciple. On July the 22nd, in the Basilica of the Holy Sepulchre, the brothers of the community celebrated Mass for the Feast of Mary of Magdala, who was a faithful follower of Jesus, who stood beneath the cross, the first to whom on Easter morning the Lord appeared, calling her by name.